So, For Good is one of musical theater's most emotional duets. Eve, what goes through your mind during the song?
Gosh, so much. No, I think For Good is such a nice moment because obviously me and Bex have been on this train, as we call it. But like we get on that train and we don't stop. Even in the interval, Bex is getting touched up. She's becoming the woman version of Elphaba. I'm changing. Oh, that sounds wrong. I didn't mean that. I meant her makeup is getting changed.
My
Her
makeup's
makeup
getting changed.
Yeah, and she's putting a lash on, all this kind of stuff, and I'm getting a wig change. I'm obviously changing a massive dress and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, so that's happening. So even in the interval, we don't really stop, and then
No.
all of a sudden we're kind of doing this massive fight scene where we're screaming at each other, and Michael's walking off and leaving me alone, and it can be quite like personally like, oh gosh, because your body sometimes doesn't know what's real and what's not. So sometimes I can be in that show and going, oh
Oh
gosh, that
yeah.
really hurt. Even obviously it's acting, but especially when you're on your sixth show of the week and Michael just shouted in my face and walked off. I'm like, oh, I'm alone. That's sad. And then it's really nice to come into For Good and just to look in Bex's eyes and be like, oh, we've got each other. Like we can
Yeah, it's
kind
a
of
safe
breathe.
space.
It's a yeah. It feels like a really really safe space. I kind of forget the audience is there quite a lot. Like genuinely,
Always.
that's probably the only time in the show where I'm really not aware of what's happening out there, and it's really quite an intimate
Mm-mm.
moment between me and Bex of just being like, "How was that show for you?" Or I can see in your eye, okay, this, oh okay, and like I cry quite a lot in that
Yeah.
song because it's kind of a bit of a release. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh god, it feels so nice to have you back because we don't really
Yeah.
interact in Act Two, and it's actually
No,
kind of
Act Two
it's
we
quite
barely see
sad.
each other.
It's quite sad,
Yeah.
and I so heavily rely on Bex as a friend and as an actor that it's like, oh god, that's so nice to have my friend back,
Mhm.
So it's a very personal thing for me every night, and yeah, I get quite emotional about it because it does me a
Yeah.
lot.
I also always forget that Chistery's in the corner.
Yeah, poor Jack
The
is
whole
just
time.
sat there.
The whole time. In a squat.
One world, your station.